Hello guys, so welcome to tonight's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, I must start with tonight's show. Okay, so Charles Watts on the give us some updates about Oli Watkins. So Iko talks about watch out for Oli Watkins and Arsenal. In fact, now plenty story in one in drop. But Charles Watts say the first story, Arsenal in contact with the Resani agent. Second story, why Arsenal did not sign Brian Mbeumo. Then third story, how big a target is Oli Watkins. So all these are three in one. Now, when I follow the link to the image, you go carry me go this story waiting for cut off side. So I think it was writing for cut off side. It's a paid gig. Now, when you look at the headline, inside Arsenal's summer transfer plans, signing Watkins and Mbeumo new contracts and more, exclusive column. Now, when you read the entirety of the report, we will start with Oli Watkins. He said Oli Watkins could still be one to watch for Arsenal. Why? Because Arteta really appreciates the player. Arteta remains an admirer of the forward, but the only way I can see something happening with him this summer is if something pretty drastic happens with both Gyökeres and Sesko. Now, in the opinion, say if God forbid Sesko no work, Gyökeres no work, will he fall back to Oli Watkins, or maybe they fit buy one of Oli Watkins and buy one of Gyökeres or Sesko? That would have been the ideal situation for me. One of Gyökeres or Sesko, pick one. Add Oli Watkins, we understand the league, join them. Everywhere will stew, but we know say no dey possible because of the financial, where issue we go dey involved. Because Watkins also talk that one, because say some will argue, this is like the fourth paragraph, some will argue that Watkins could come in alongside one of either Sesko or Gyökeres, but again, I'm not sure that is really realistic given the money that will most likely be spent elsewhere. Because if we say one buy that, and how much Aston Villa self go one seller, because he said I think the possibility of Watkins moving to Arsenal will depend on how much Aston Villa want to even sell the player in the first place. So we'll just watch and see how this transfer window will unfold. Now for Brian Mbeumo, he said Mbeumo would have made sense if to say na left flanking they play, because when you read the entirety of this particular report by Charles Watts, he can explain say Mbeumo did very good. He scores 20 goals. He gave 7 assists, 27 goals and assist contributions. But he plays on the right flank where we have somebody there already. And that place is not seen as our priority. Therefore, Arsenal will just bypass him. No be say we no need somebody to come in and compete with Saka, but in the hierarchy of needs where we get, right flank is not like top. It is one of the areas we want to strengthen, but not top. Whereas the left side na priority. As we dey pursue striker, we dey pursue winger. That's why of all the linkage wey dey here, you say yes, Arsenal define this, Arsenal define that. Many people will define that left side. That's why they explain say Arsenal are not looking at Mbeumo because of that particular reason. I wish Mbeumo was a specialist that can play left and right, and if it even makes sense. We know say okay, we are signing 2-in-1 player, but unfortunately, they play both wings. So that's why, because they say, don't get me wrong, I would have loved to see Mbeumo at Arsenal. There's no doubt it would have improved because at that side. But let's face it, is predominantly a right winger, striking in that position isn't really the priority for Arsenal this window, which is quite sad. Now on Leresane, now we're able to do the year other kind of Arsenal, they pursue the guy, the following agent, they talk. In fact, the Arsenal fans are divided, their opinions are divided. Some really want the player, some don't want the player, because some feel it's a finished goods. Like somebody was telling me in the DM that Arsenal should not be going for players that have already seen it all. Players that have won the Champions League, players that have won the league, players that don't really have that drive, that don't have that hunger anymore. Look at Ademola Lookman. At least the hunger is still there. Look at people like Rafaelio. Look at the likes of Nico Williams. Don't say Nico Williams won't win for his life. So the hunger go really there to come in. Not a Ryan Sterling that has won for donkey years, have been active, been in their prime for maybe 5 years, 10 years. They don't have anything that is pushing them again, because they'll be like, well, me, I don't win everything, everything I want to keep myself for. So we don't need those type of players. And I'm tempted to subscribe to that line of thoughts, but we'll just watch and see who Arsenal will bring for us. Now, Fabrizio Romano when they put up this image, Espanyol fans, they are very, very angry. They say Joan Garcia is a rat because Espanyol fans have begun targeting Joan Garcia. Numerous pieces of graffiti have surfaced across walls and traffic signs in his hometown of salient Barcelona, where he is currently residing. Messages include Joan Garcia, rat, traitor. Why is this so? Now, because Espanyol and Barcelona have this local derby. Although Barcelona looks like a giant, like Goliath, where Espanyol be like David. But in this scenario, David know they kill Goliath, and Goliath is slaughter every day, every time. So because I had to go and do research that why is this thing bringing forth so much animosity and hostility? I want to discover and say, there is a local derby, a local rivalry between those two people. That is why, in fact, they say in the history of Espanyol, they don't beat Barca like 3 times in their history. When you enter with the limits, Barca they always they slaughter them. But it's quite unfortunate. And if you have another drama, I see I go sit down. I will make this Garcia deal. Call this somehow. But let's move away from that. All right, this player you are seeing on the screen, this guy is the hottest young star in Europe, where people they fight for. Now today I just know him because Fabrizio Romano posted him. I can't go watch a video for YouTube. I'd recommend that you go and watch him. He is a 17-year-old that plays for River Plate. He's an Argentinian. His name is Franco Mastatuno. This boy in left leg now die. The guy they dribble, the guy they run, the guy they just be like a reincarnation of Messi. The guy good die. PSG before that be the favorites to sign up. So all of a sudden, I don't know, because Madrid don't get new manager. Xabi Alonso really likes the boy because he won't go buy the boy. The boy they play Saka wing, that right wing, his left the cotton side. God. I watch video on YouTube. I watch like 5 videos. I hold my head say Jesus, 17-year-old. I don't come people enter that kind of 20. Now, the reason we make PSG never sign this guy because they quote 45 million. So PSG no come break the clause. Madrid can enter the race. As you can see, breaking Real Madrid PSG battle ongoing in the market for Franco. As the Real Madrid remain interested in signing him, blah 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 blah. His current release clause is worth 45 million. PSG did not break it, they were trying to negotiate, but Madrid don't enter. In fact, to know how serious it is, Madrid opened direct talks with River Plate for the player. And the player now, before they hail PSG, say one join them, nah, Madrid, as a Madrid 9-1 die for now. Madrid director is on a mission in Argentina for you to know how serious this deal be. They send their director say, go that place, go follow them talk. Madrid already the buyout clause. In fact, this guy, they say don't sign, I mean you enter the first 11 next season. I couldn't tell some of my people say, why has the academy? No, they scout all this kind of 17-year-old. Bring and come our own academy. Why we say now only look at Barca. In the last how many years, Barca had Messi from La Masia. Messi grew, became a prodigy, became a generational talent. Some people when they go watch Messi, by the time they don't born them, now they go to hear in story, they go to wish, how I wish I watched it. Like me now, I don't watch Maradona when he did Napoli. I wish I watched him then. You get? Or some kind top players don't play in the past, and their story at the year, I don't watch them. But look at this one. Why will you figure this one? Messi don't come, Messi don't go. Lamine Yamal don't come. Start from where Messi stop. There's this picture trending online where Messi they bath, whether not bathing they bath Lamine Yamal, being the snapper, but they wear diaper, everything they do safe. They come say don't baptize the guy, carry the spirits, give him. See the way Lamar they play. Why can't we have our own generational talent? I want at least once in our lifetime we had a Henry. Why can't we have another Henry? One man riot. We go score 30 goals. We go inspire people. We go. I don't know why we don't get luck for this kind of thing. Look at this boy. People don't talk about him, but it is what it is. I believe our own time they come. Maybe now Max Doman, or maybe now Ite. Who knows? But I know say the future is bright. Let's see what the future holds for us. Now today we come to hear the club where they talk say they want bring back Ramsdale to the Premier League. It is West Ham. West Ham have opened talks to sign Aaron Ramsdale, with Southampton eager to offload the goalkeeper's wages. Now, Southampton they talk say they want to collect 20 million. But I don't really know whether West Ham will pay the 20 million because you can see on the screen, this guy don't go relegation 4 times for his career, which is quite sad. But West Ham, it looks okay. They first give him a lifeline, making sign for them. But is he going to be signed as a first choice or second choice? I don't really know for now. But I go pray, I wish. Say West Ham will give another offer, but somebody of his caliber, it no go make sense. Make on the go championship. Now what me I wish for him. And you know if you even follow them good because sometimes he cannot pay his wages unless he's going to take a pay cut. How much they want they earn? So you know go dey easy for them, sadly. Another player we don't there available is Jack Grealish. So Manchester City don't say Jack Grealish is available, he's on the market. In fact, to show you how serious they don't leave him out of Man City squad for the FIFA Club World Cup. Say no go follow them play. Even the Kyle Walker will come back from AC Milan. Pep don't tell and say you don't follow for my plan. No. So if you know what they do, any club where they find maybe fullback, you can go. Grealish now, you can go. They no send them because this guy said he just get lucky. Say he play for one of the great sides, one of the good sides of Man City where they win a lot. What was his own contribution to those wins? How many goals in the score per season? This is a player they bought for at least almost 100 million. What was his contribution? If Senna Arsenal sign somebody like this Grealish, for the media for don't label and flop of the season, because it's not a game changer. But before he came here, it was a game changer. So what changed? What happened? I don't really know. The guy career just died. So now they want to sell him. So no just see how much they will sell him. I don't want to hear anybody doesn't make Arsenal go sell him. I don't want to hear that story. Alright, so when you check the Arsenal website, it is official. Arsenal have asked 20 players to leave. So they can show you the names of all those 20 players on the Arsenal website. So their contracts, like they will be out of contract by June 30. And Arsenal have no intention to renew their contracts when they define their square rules. Now, when you look at the list of these players, you see Nathan Butler-Oyedeji. This is a player we've been clamoring for. Arteta use this boy. So for Arsenal to let him go, that is why Arteta know they use him at that time because they don't really get any plan for him again. You get? That's why they don't tell us to make him find square root. Don't wonder they were not using him. But Arteta go say this one be say end of season go find square root. What they use him for? Now, Rhys Clement, I don't know this one. Keon Edwards, I don't know then this one, but academy players, then plenty for you. Then Jorginho did there. Then Salah Edini Umland and Ishmael Umland. Two of them are brothers. Then we not tell them they find their square roots. Brian Okonkwo, Raheem Sterling, not officially announced. Now say Raheem Sterling is going. Maybe then hear what the talkers they say. Which one we say the Athletic they say when I never tell Raheem Sterling say time don't reach me find square root go back to your mama house. Maybe that's what Arsenal say. Admin, you guys prepare the article, put them out because fans the para. Again, so maybe that's why they put out this report. His name is there. Now at the end of the report, because if you check, Partey name no dey there. So Arsenal can add say in addition, the following players' contracts also expire June 30, but we are still discussing with them. And once matters are finalized between all parties, we will communicate in due course, whether negative or positive. Arsenal confirmed that they are still discussing with Chloe Kelly, Thomas Partey, Michael Rosiak. These three players, their contract will expire June 30, but we are still in discussion with them and their camp to renew. Chloe Kelly, I think they brought that lady on loan from a Man City. Maybe they plan how they go take buy him. I think so. But for Thomas Partey, the contract will expire, but they are looking at how they go renew him. But could know who go shift ground. Will Thomas Partey say, okay, pay cut, so yeah, make I collect, I don't know yawa. Or Arsenal say, pay cut, so yeah, don't worry about the pay cuts, just sign the contract, let's go. Book the watch because the two sides really want to work together. Because it takes two to tango. So we'll just say everything will unfold at the end of the day. Now also the ESPN have posted their top 100 defenders. Top number one in the global ranking. Top number one, Virgil van Dijk. Number 2, William Saliba. Number 3, Antonio Rudiger. Number 4, Gabriel Magalhaes. In fact, when I first see this thing, I can't find Gabriel Magalhaes. I don't even look where saying that Gabriel Magalhaes announced. I consider Arsenal with the under round because if you see William Saliba, I don't need to check. Now you know see Arsenal, but when I see that Gabriel, I don't see Magalhaes. I don't see nobody in the answer Gabriel. I can't find it and I say, this one I don't know what they do. There is no way you go rank the top 5 defenders in the world and you will not put Magalhaes there. In fact, for me, Magalhaes is supposed to get down number 2. Saliba will come down because Magalhaes now they make Saliba stronger. Without Saliba, Magalhaes will still stand and say nothing. But without Magalhaes, Saliba will shiver. That's the difference. So, but at the end of the day, at least 2 of them that are in the top 5, and Saliba is very, very young. As time goes on, this Van Dijk will be the ISIS. In the next 3-4 years, Baba go Shalaski. That energy no go there again. Go turn to Arudo. You get. but Saliba will still give it next 10 years. We see the bar for you. So that one another level make me like the guy. Now, away from that, let's read a message from one of our sponsors, Mr. Anayo, who's a real estate agent. So he has 14 plots of land for sale at Nora's Coast Luxury Estate, so here at Bello Roba Estate at the back of airports in Abara Icheche local government area of River State. So for this 14 plots of land, 6 plots is together, 4 plots is together, and 3 is together, and 1 is standing alone, and it's 1.2 million naira per plot. So if you're interested in this property, you can call Mr. Anayo on 00327652227 or 08119329922 to get in touch with him and know more about the pieces of property. At the same time, let's bring you another message from another of our sponsor, Mike Ken Mega Resources Limited. So the deal on genuine BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Land Rover, Range Rover, Rolls-Royce, Mini Cooper, Jaguar spare parts and car accessories, and Castrol lubricants. So whether wholesale or retail, they deliver nationwide, and their delivery costs are very, very affordable. So if you want to reach out to them, call them on 08036135075 or 09099433390. At the same time, if you want to get across to them in their offices, they are located at Suites A3 and A4 ground floor, NB Plaza, Bulu District, Gariki, Abuja, Nigeria. So if you're interested in any of the products, you reach out to them. Now, away from that, Tierney, Kokoma Second tell Arsenal fans goodbye, a happy goodbye. Say in love every minute we spent for Arsenal, every minute spent representing the Arsenal. He really, really appreciates it. He loves it. Like Baba just talked many things because he will never play at the Emirates Stadium again, unless maybe something carry us meet Celtic in the future for maybe European competitions, or maybe we'll go host them for pre-season friendly. That's probably the only time he's going to play for us again. So just is quite well, his time has come to an end. Now, away from that, TNT Sports, they let us know say Bukayo Saka is the highest rated player across the last 2 Premier League seasons. 7.55, over 60 appearances, like minimum 60 appearances. Now they check, and the people who do this analysis now who scored. Now, when you have a player that is regarded as the person who get the highest rating across 2 seasons, and that person miss 19 games for a club, are you telling me that you don't know that it will affect that club? That the productivity, the goals ratio, the assist ratio, performances will drop? With Saka in our club, our win ratio is higher than without Saka in the club. Is this not supposed to be common sense? Do you need rockets? Like, it's not rocket science now. So because why they talk this thing? It just remind me. But though I even don't want to go there. There's a video somebody sent me of one guy where they talk say Liverpool created more chances than Arsenal this season. Liverpool scored more goals than Arsenal this season, without factoring the fact that people like Bukayo Saka, people like I Havertz, people like Odegaard, we are missing. These are players that makes it happen for us. Odegaard missed how many months? Saka missed how many games? 19 games. Last season we outscored Liverpool. Last 2 seasons we outscored Liverpool. The reason we did not outscore them this season is because of these people that were missing. Why did it do? I don't want to go. I don't say many points there out there, but when they give the analysis, they fail to understand pretext, post-text, context. There is numbers don't tell the actual story sometimes. There is always context behind every story, and you must factor in your analysis. But everybody they do like that, but it's fine. All right, away from that, do you know that David Raya has finished 3rd in player of the season voting for Arsenal? Because we never know who will be 2nd, we never know who will be 1st. Arsenal posed this one today, say David Raya is the 3rd, like they don't vote him, say now be the 3rd best overall for Arsenal, because the guys have really tried for us this season, even though there were some pockets of errors here and there, but overall he really do well for us. So maybe tomorrow they'll go post who carry 2nd, we will see. Then maybe next tomorrow they'll go post who carry 1st, we will see everything. Now, away from that also, I saw this news as I was going to do my research for the evening show. The London Evening Standard is reporting that Chelsea are getting close to a Ekitike agreement. It shocked me. Now, according to Sky Sports Germany, Chelsea have made contact with Eintracht Frankfurt over a deal, but the German club are asking for 100 million euros, which is about 85 million pounds, which could prove a stumbling block. Now, they are not thought to be rushing, just know the rush. You get, they know the rush. Because okay, look at now. They are not thought to be rushing for a deal for the 20-year-old ahead of the Club World Cup. Now, exactly, I think it was yesterday I explained this in a bit this morning, that the reason some of all these clubs they sign quickly, which is not the usual norm. They sign quickly now because of the Club World Cup. Everybody wants strengthen, fill up their lapses, all the gaps. They won't fill them up before they go for this Club World Cup. Club World Cup is a new competition. Everybody wants to give a good showing. That's why I say if they say maybe Arsenal day for this thing, by now we don't sign because we won't do well for there. That's why Man City they do. Man City I don't agree personal terms with Ryan Cherokee because Club World Cup they their front, they won't go do well. That's why I say Madrid they pull head everywhere. They won't sign Club World Cup. Chelsea already signed their Liam Delap. They get Nicolas Jackson. They want to get another striker. Why are they not going for Gyökeres and Sesko? That one a rhetorical question. I'm just chipping it in there, even though not be part of the conversation. But it is what it is. But this will go Ekitike. I'm a bit surprised. This guy, personally for me, I don't watch Bundesliga like that. Why is he commanding a fee of 100 million? Is he that good? I beg, let me know in the comment section. Maybe you dey watch him, or maybe you are based in Germany, you have seen him play. Why is Liverpool going for him? Why is Chelsea going for him? Why are they willing to like invest that much money? Because 100 million, last if you say they go price and now maybe they will pay 70 million. Is it that good? Like I don't know. I'm honestly asking. Yeah, genuinely. I just they ask because I'm a bit confused. So when I let me know, Sha. But more than what say Chelsea they really complete deal for Ipswich. They am but they won't add another striker. But more they say how things go. Now, Frank Leboeuf, don't they like give us now like say what could they careful for this Sesko we won't buy? You get what Leboeuf they talk that we should be very very careful. You get because if you want to sign this Sesko, what has he really done? Don't forget players like Darwin Núñez. Don't forget players like Sancho. Now, what's in the give for your own analysis? Okay, let me tell you what he said. He said the people at clubs they like to spend money anyhow. They are not cautious because it is not their money. They don't care. They will spend it. If the money was coming out of their bank accounts, they will be more cautious and careful. Why did he say this? Most times in the talk say many administrators they just spend money with reckless abandon, just like how Raul Sanllehi went to go and buy Nicolas Pepe. He was not that careful. He was not looking at some kind things where coachy they tell him you overrode the coachy and went to go and buy that person. At the end of the day, it turned out to be a bad investment. If to say now in pockets, that money come out from. If for film, by the end of the day, he no film because why? No be money. That's why they tell Arsenal fans say, let the manager choose his choice because you where they say, manager buy this, manager buy that. It's not your money. If something goes wrong, you are not affected. You are an external public of Arsenal. You are not affected. You get. So now, Baba, they say for that reason, we should be very, very careful. Darwin Núñez, he lit up the space in Portuguese league. At the end of the day, he came to the EPL, it was a flop. Sancho, he lit up the atmosphere at Borussia Dortmund. At the end of the day, he came to Manchester United, it was a flop. Fabio Vieira, he lit up the space in the Portuguese league, gave them 16 assists, which was why we wanted to go and carry him. At the end of the day, he came to the EPL, it was a flop. We sent him back, he lit up the space again. What does that teach you? Now, it doesn't mean there are not some players that came from those leagues over here and succeeded. Then that's why Baba they say, be very, very careful. Even though not be your money, be careful. That's crazy. Like in the company say the money we are they ask for. Say they too much, you get. But at the end of the day, it's a Sesko plays for RB Leipzig. They are a family club. And Arsenal are going to launch him into the Premier League. What is the guarantee you have that Sesko is going to produce? And you are going to spend 80 million euros on him? At the end of the day, the only thing I can tell Frank Leboeuf is life is a risk. It's all about risk. You cannot tell who will blow or not blow, who will better or who will flop in the future. Until you try it, you will never know. You have to take the risk. That's just it. Mention, okay, if you talk some about Oli Watkins, I go see ask him the same question. What will be the guarantee say if Watkins come here, he will thrive? Because the way that they mark Arsenal, no be the way that they mark Aston Villa. Who they play 10 men behind the ball against Aston Villa? No player where you go mention someone could sign when you get that risk. The risk is there for every player, even if not Sesko, even if not Gyökeres, even if not Osimhen. The risk is always there. And another thing I know they like for all this type of analysis, when you come outside and criticize something that a club wants to do, what is your backup plan? What is the alternative? If you are saying no follow this road, though, dog dey there, lion dey there, we go bite you. Okay, I wan go house. Which road make I follow? You no tell me another road. That is wetin that they use the fight with all these analysts and pundits. You can't close one road entirely and tell me to be careful, this and that. Oh. Okay, wetin make I come do? You no talk. You see the difference between me and some people. All right, so here from that, let's see. Now, Gyökeres coach come and say, blast people, they peddle this rumor. Say the reason they make Gyökeres come for Sweden now because maybe Arsenal won't sign up. Say that's not true. That's not true. Because Jon Dahl Tomasson has vehemently denied claims that Gyökeres may have pulled out of Sweden's squad to avoid injuring himself ahead of a possible transfer move to Arsenal. That's not true. Now about the talk, say the guy get genuine injury. That's why they say, okay, make him go rest. You get. I spoke to Victor last week. He hasn't trained much in the last weeks and was feeling some discomforts because of a small injury. I was happy to see him and have him with us in the training camp. He says a lot about Victor, how much he wants to get involved, blah, blah, blah. You read the entire reports, the Coco be say, Baba denied the story. So no be true. That is fine. You get. Nobody defies you, okay? Just calm down. Now, Chris Whitley, before I go live, now I screenshot this thing. Chris Whitley now said, Martin Zubimendi has signed all the relevant documents to join Arsenal with only the medical pending. Now, the medical has been scheduled to take place after his time with the Spanish national team. While the deal is effectively done, Real Sociedad have requested for it to be completed in July, which is something we reported earlier. So the reason is because of financial clinical with La Liga accounts. I don't understand that because of the financial accounting. So they want to make you reflect for next year's like financial accounting window. They don't make you follow for this season on. So I understand them, Sha. At normal level, no issue. Let's move on. Now let's bring another message from another of our sponsor, Mobi Wealth Associates and Co Limited. They're into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shore protection works. They're also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, you can call them on +234 8064642234. And they're located at number 7 Ekeniwo Road, Orazi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of their services, do reach out to them. All right, so this Club World Cup with the one play now, this is the badge that is going to be on the shirts of the winners. So this is an exclusive report from Fabrizio Romano. FIFA Club World Cup winner club will wear this badge on their shirts for 4 years. For everybody to know, say yes, now we'll be the champion of the world. Because it's just like World Cup. So now we'll be the champions of the world. Get to, well, that one said day. Away from that, Brian Mbeumo, according to Fabrizio Romano, is asking for £230,000 per week as salary to join Manchester United, according to TalkSport. Now, when I saw this thing, I was like, how much does he earn at Brentford? I don't go check out. £50,000 per week was what he was earning at Brentford. Now he want to move to Man U. He can't say, I go pay him 230. That's like times how many? Over how many percent increase? But he deserves after all, he scored 20 goals, right? In fact, they say Kunha and Mbeumo, their goal and assist contribution are like 40 something. Is they higher than the entire attack of Manchester United, the entire goal what they produce? They produce like 34. Kunha and Mbeumo alone don't cover them. That's why Man U they pursue these two players. Away from that also, Mark ter Stegen, Fabrizio Romano called the post. When they talk, say, I know I will play for Barcelona next season. Even though Barcelona and say, Baba, one more could find a score. Remember what I explained in the morning. He still has 3 years on his contract. If he say no, they leave. Nobody can force him. He's contracted to you, and you are supposed to adhere to the contracts until if you want to see him, now guys give him compensation. Now go sit down, sign, you get. So not just the watch waiting will happen because I don't see Szczesny, Garcia, and ter Stegen as Barcelona next season. Something has to give. Look the watch. Szczesny will then bring out of retirement. So maybe they'll let me go back to my house. I don't just. All right, so why don't they give me a headache? I think about the biggest news of the night, the fact that Charles Watts is saying Arsenal should watch out for the Watkins and Arsenal this summer because Arteta really likes the player. But at the end of the day, how much will Aston Villa selling. So I think it's a fine place for us to call the show an end. I come your way tomorrow morning to give you the morning news. So then, thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your night. Now, good night. I'm gonna get out. All right, guys. Ciao.